Yo, 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 beautiful goddesses, gods, creation, everything, every fucking thing, everywhere. Fuck it. I'm riding with the phone illegally, driving illegally. Fuck it. Right? We're lawbreakers. What is a law? Anyway, I'm just sitting at the light, and I was to capture this moment because that's what we're supposed to do, right? Capture every fucking moment. And man, I got so much shit going on, so much to do, so much to record. I'm just lost. I am lost. This dude on the phone like crazy. But anyway, we're getting off. I'm just observing. I was sitting at the light, and observing the seagulls. The seagull, seagull. Right? I mean, normally I would just sit here and talk to myself, but I gotta keep, grabbing the camera and doing all this shit, but anyway, whatever. It's momentarily, right? Man, I've been looking crazy. Look, I'm trying to get to the seagulls. They were, okay, so I was at the light, sun shining out here in beautiful Cleveland, Ohio, Oha, right? Cleveland, ha. Alright, whatever. So listen, I'm watching these seagulls swarm above the McDonald's, right? The fucking McDonald's back there. Good old McDonald's, renovating every fucking restaurant probably across the country. I know they're doing it in Ohio. Because I do a lot of driving, right? So every fucking McDonald's has getting renovated, right? There's a couple around here that have been renovated 3 times this year. What the fuck is that about? Like, really? So we basically know who owns the country, the cities, and who's controlling the money, right? We know who's controlling the money. Look around you. Who keeps rebuilding? Who keeps buying shit, right? Fucking Arby's was the same fucking thing. They've been renovated. Copyright. These motherfuckers want to get you for everything, yo. Oh, shit. I'm not even talking about this fucking seagulls. Maybe I am. Maybe this is actually the medicine. I don't even know it. Wow. Imagine that. Anyway. So basically, what is McDonald's? McDonald's is fucking garbage. To me, it's just garbage. No fucking good. It's all processed crap. Wow. Better open up the sinuses. I noticed these seagulls swarming around, and the seagulls are always like above the storm, right? But they were dive bombing. They were dive bombing the parking lot. So they were picking up like fucking people's throwing shit out the window. Back in the day, those fucking things would eat anything. Rib bone, fucking full, anything. Garbage. So they're actually swarming around this McDonald's, right? There's a couple of them, boom, getting the garbage off the ground. So they're cleaning up. So what does that tell me? That tells me that, so basically, the seagull medicine says that you can rise. Okay, so if you think of the arcs, the McDonald's, the arc, okay, the arches or whatever you want to call it. Think of those golden arcs. Imagine that, golden arcs. Seagull. So the seagull has the ability to rise above all chaos, right? And they're floating along with the storm, and they have like they know like a piece of garbage. They're like scavengers in a storm, right? They're like So they're like scavengers during the storm. Even if you're an emotional storm, if you're in a physical storm, or a mind, body, soul storm, any kind of anything, or someone you know is going through a storm, or I don't know, like there's a lot of things, right? So, but I've noticed that. So it's like they're picking up garbage on the parking lot, cleaning up, and to the bird, this is love, right? This is enlightenment. The bird loves to do this. This is a specific bird. Now, turkey vultures don't, or any kind of buzzard don't go after garbage. The buzzards are more cleaning the dead, okay? Something that physically died. These seagulls are like fucking, they're like raccoons, but they're not, but they're after the same thing, garbage. They're scavengers. They're all the scavenger bird. But it also carries a, so imagine the seagull above the storm, looking through the storm, okay? He sees gold pieces down there. Like, wow. He sees someone throwing shit out the window. Anything. I mean, and the ability to rise back up. That's the beauty that the bird tells you. And so here we are, going through the storm of life, right? Going through the storm of life, and we're picking out, like, now I'm not going to say garbage. So the garbage would symbolize people of lower class, people with who are not expanded, like, I guess, who kind of just getting by, and they need extra pushes from us. And so here we are. Okay, so say you're at home and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go here, and you focus in there, and it's like a storm from your house to there. You get there, you find a piece of gold, you start talking to somebody. Now you start uplifting them. You dig? So the same thing as a seagull. You find a piece of fucking, like scrapping. I gotta go through the storm, ride the streets, dodge the cops, break the law. I've got to go through all of this storm to get gold, to feed myself. You dig? Like, this is what the seagull's doing. Because a lot of the seagulls, you notice, are around water, lakes, and they go out into the, above, and they're out in the storms. I've seen them, man. They're fucking crazy ass birds. Like, they're literally crazy. Like, it's almost like they don't give a fuck. And that's how it is. They don't give a fuck. They really don't. And if you don't give a fuck, then that means you surrender to just saying, you have everything, and you're not even looking for shit. It's almost saying, like, needing everything is knowing that you have everything, or some shit like that. Or just saying, I don't need nothing, I have everything, and everything still comes. It's all this backwards shit, right? Metaphors. So it's all metaphors. And the I don't give a fuck. So if a seagull don't give a fuck, he's eating, right? He's doing what he has to. He's playing the game. He's playing the storm. He's using the storm. Because a storm, what does a storm do? Brew, right? Rattles shit, right? Breaks shit up. Brings things to the surface. So when we're going through a lot of chaos in the mind and in our own realities, in our insides come up, you know, and these insides will be either, most of it need to be cleared, you know, or especially if it's in a negative manner, I guess you could say. And you take these negative emotions and thoughts, and like the seagull finding gold in that piece of garbage, we're finding gold in that thought, you know, and that emotion. It's backwards. Everything seems to be backwards. Just like the story. Like, you don't know the story until the end. But then when you get to the end, you got to go back to the beginning to figure out how we got here to the end. Like, it's almost like what they say, you speak what you create as you speak. I mean, so right now I'm at the end of the story. What story? I don't know. But right now we're at the end of the story. How did I get here? I got to go back to last year. You dig? That's like reading a book, reading a journal. Life is like a journal. You're like your years, these years and weeks. These are all like journals and pages of life and memories, experiences. And the more we write down, the more we'll oh wow, this happened last year. Whatever. It was just, you'll see all kind of shit. But and then after that, you just start. You have this intuit knowing, like you just know, like. You know, you know what's going on. Like, why did I get here? Or how did this happen? And your memory will play back to you what you need to know, just as you were to look in a book. You dig? Look in your journal and go back a year or so. Your memory will then start to, when you start trusting this imagination and memory, this realm that exists, then it's like your journal. That is the journal. That is the journal of all journals. Like, I don't even know any other journal, but that is the journal. Like, that's a lit journal right there. That's the journal. No writing involved, no speaking. You know, it's there. It's just this intuit knowing, and you just know. Just like the seagull knows, man. He knows, and he don't give a fuck. So if you know, like, you tell your story, like, okay, well, how did I get here? Or, okay, why did I have to experience this? And then they'll say, well, you need to learn a lesson. Well, what the fuck is the lesson? And then you'll start getting these people, these memories, and these fucking weird shit coming up, and weird colors, and all kind of weird shit, you know, shit that happened in the past, and you're like, whoa, and it's all linked to your question, right? In this cloud in the storm cloud, as the seagull. But the seagull just knows what's gold. And he don't give a fuck, because everything is gold. Everything. Everything is fucking gold. Imagine that. Imagine if everything was gold. But it is gold. Why? Why is it gold? Because it represents something. What does it represent? It represents a currency. Metal. Gold. Precious. Precious metals. So if everything is precious, then everything is money. Yes. Yes, this is true. This truck is money. Yes. This is true. This CD is money. Yes. These tomatoes that were from the garden represent money. Yes. Currency. Not just specifically. Money is the illusion. Like, money, this word money, you know, people throw it around like, you know, like fucking we give away water. You know what I'm saying? Or like we tax water. I mean, people throw around this money, this money word, like we tax water over here, right? So anyway, like, so think of the energy, like think of the seagull. The seagull sees money in everything. Because he don't give a fuck. Because he is the storm. He's part of that storm. He knows that storm is feeding him. You dig? The storm is feeding him. The seagull relies on the storm. This is called, we would call this shadow. We rely on the shadow. I've been getting questions and emails about, when is this dark shit gonna go away and all that. That's the illusion, man. The dark age will never go away. It'll always be here. It's up to you to change it by your actions, And if they're not lined up, if you're telling yourself you're doing this and that and you ain't doing it, it's going to still be fucked. You're not being right with it. You're not letting it, you're not using the currency of that shadow. The shadow is a currency. There's no shadow. That's the illusion too. Because in the higher realms, it don't really know that this is good or bad. It just knows what it's energy. That there's no good or bad label. Because the action will speak. Let the action speak. Don't worry about labeling. And once you see how the action speaks, and you ain't got, and then you will see that ain't that don't got nothing to do with you. God damn, I can't get that shit out, right? That thing never had nothing to do with you, but you've been giving it your attention this whole time, But the seagull, the seagull don't give a fuck. Now, if you notice, I've said that quite a bit because I don't give a fuck. So when you tell yourself this is sort of like turning your back on culture, and this is sort of like the process of deconditioning old patterns, or I had this mentality of I don't give a fuck. If you notice on the old Twitter, we started the I don't give a fuck hashtag, and back in 2008 or some shit. I don't even know. Look it up. Go hashtag I don't give a fuck. Mr. I don't give a fuck. IDGAF. Some shit. I don't give a fuck. IDGAF. Hashtag that shit. You'll see fucking a lot of shit that I probably put up there. That was my old self. You want to know who I really was? Go there. Check that out. Check how much I transformed my life. People who know me back in 2005 would say, you ain't the same dude I knew, man. I could kill somebody in 2005. I didn't give a fuck. Well, see, but I knew this. I knew what was gold and what was not, But I already had that mindset. But then the I don't give a fuck would kill your belief, a belief system, any belief system, and that was the problem because I don't give a fuck because I don't really have a belief system, and. But the belief system is now that every belief system out there, every belief you can possibly think of, there's truth in each and every one of those. There's a little bit of truth. Just a little bit. And if you really want to know, it's in all the books. It's there. I don't need to say anything, I'm just busy making my own shit because everybody wants to, But hey, we're back on the money. So, you get that word money in your head, you're thinking, boxes of money and dope dealing and fucking, whatever they promote on the whatever those musicians, those so-called musicians, we'll just call them artists. Whatever those artists promote about, rolling and the fucking 20-inch rims and fucking the plate gold and all that fucking promotion. Look what it created. Look what the fucking society created, man. Fuck. I know because I was gangbanging with this. I was creating shit. I was creating an army, a bad army. And I knew it wasn't bad. I knew it was bad. That's the thing, because I don't give a fuck. But anyway, that's enough for now. We're way over the fucking time and I wanted to go. So I'm going to get out of here and get my shit done. I've got something coming up here with a it's going to be a sexual healing, I guess sexual abuse or any kind of, abusive anything of that nature, but more on a sexual nature, because there's a lot going on, you know, and a lot of things that just happened to me recently with, anyway, we're just going to be doing I got to get a light language healing for that too, so we can integrate with this and get to love it. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here, and some weird shit going on in the sky. All right, be fucking crazy, be unique, be inspiring, and there's a hawk right there. So focus, focus, focus. Focus, just like the hawk, not the hawk, but like the seagull, focusing on that gold in that storm. Again, every storm, there's a little bit of truth. There's a little bit for everyone. It's up to you to, you know, decode or decipher or whatever it is that the universe is trying to give you. Alright, I love you guys. Today is Star Earth date 09282018. Interesting. 18 is the day of my birth, so this is a pretty strange year, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. So I love you guys. Be fucking crazy, be unique. Get a hold of me. I've tried. If I haven't messaged you back or if I haven't emailed you anything, I'm getting there. Trust the process. Trust the process. There's a reason why we don't get back right away. There's a reason why I don't pick up right away. There's a reason why I might get a hold of you 2 days later. There might be something going on with, you know, there's a reason for everything. I'll see you soon. I love you guys. Be fucking magical.